Hello Internet, and welcome back. First of all, I'd like to say thanks to everybody who supports the channel. All four of you. This isn't a review as such. This isn't anything about wrestling or it's to do with a film, and more importantly, it's to do with X-Men Days of Future Past. Now, a brief synopsis of me when it comes to films. I love films. Funny that. I love 20th Century Fox. I really do. There's so many films of theirs that I've seen. There's so many series that I love. You know, I just think Fox was a fantastic studio. You know, I mean, I just got round to watching Dawn of the Apes, and it's a fantastic piece of filming. But this is going to be a little rant about Days of Future Past on Blu-ray. For those who don't know me, I love video games, wrestling, film, music, TV, and I particularly love comic book movies. I'm old school. I'm talking about from back in the 80s when I grew up watching them, you know. So I've come across something that was really pissed me off. Now, one thing about DVD was you couldn't put too much information on them, but with Blu-rays you can put absolutely shed loads on. So when I get a Blu-ray of a comic book movie and it's only got one version, if there was a director's cut version released, it kind of pisses me off, because then I've got to go and buy the DVD for the theatrical cut. In that case, you know, look at Daredevil. It has the director's cut on the Blu-ray, and yet the theatrical cut's only available on DVD. Now, I'm probably one of the only people in the world that can watch the theatrical cut and not mind. I know it's got plot holes galore, but that's me. The second case example, The Punisher with Thomas Jane. The theatrical cut's on Blu-ray, but the director's cut isn't. So I've got to buy the director's cut on DVD, which was only released in the United States, which again pisses me off. You know, Sin City's got two versions, Spider-Man 2's got two versions, Green Lantern's got two versions. Come on, you know, there's no excuse. So I was already pissed trying to get every comic book movie as a Blu-ray that's been released. When I come across this, I have a Blu-ray player that is about at least 6 years old, and maybe a bit older because it was my father's, and I've got a PlayStation 3, but I don't like using my PlayStation 3 to play my Blu-rays. You know, it's my console. It's set up in the gaming part of my room. So, you know, the last few weeks has been, you know, was great. We've had Spider-Man 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 even, you know, X-Men Days of Future Past, and Guardians of the Galaxy. Amazing Spider-Man 2 works perfectly fine. Guardians of the Galaxy works perfectly fine, but what fucking Blu-ray doesn't? X-Men Days of Future Past. Why? I put it in my machine, the first copy I got, there's a crack in it. It won't play. Okay, I say to myself, speak to Amazon, get a new copy sent out. They do. Fantastic. Fair play to Amazon. I sit down to watch it after I've watched Transformers 4. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why I watched that. It's just, ugh, whatever. So I go to sit down to watch it, and lo and behold, the same problem happens again. My Blu-ray player, it just goes up to the settings menu again, with play menu and the settings on the right. So I take the Blu-ray out and thinking, don't tell me it's cracked again. There can't be a mark. What the fuck is going on? There's nothing wrong with the disc. There's not a blemish, there's not a mark, there's not a scratch. It's not cracked, it's not bucked, it's not dead. So what happens? I put it in, and the same thing happens again. Then I start looking online. And apparently, if you don't have a Blu-ray player that is 6 months to a year old, and a certain type, if it's an Opa, it won't work. If it's a Panasonic, it won't work. If it's a Philips, it may work. If it's a Samsung, might do. If it's a Sony, well, What the fuck is going on, 20th Century Fox? Seriously? This is one of the, the best films of the year that you could put out. It's a return to form for the X-Men movies, and you put some sort of fucking code on it? For those not in the know, they've apparently put a high level of encryption on it to prevent piracy, which, fair enough, I understand. Piracy is always going to exist. It doesn't matter what you fucking do to it, you're just pissing people off. I contact Amazon and demand to know why they couldn't tell people. They didn't know, apparently. But there's 20 odd people, maybe more now, placing reviews saying that they can't play the fucking Blu-ray on their machine. Why should I have to go out and buy a brand new Blu-ray player to watch the new X-Men movie? Why? Answer me that, 20th Century Fox. I would love to know the answer to that. I'm not going to get an answer though, am I? No, I didn't think I would. But here's another kicker. It happened with DVDs quite a lot. X-Men's not even been out a month, and they've already announced, coming next year, is the Rogue cut, which is another version of the film, and it's going to add all the Rogue scenes in it. Why the fuck didn't you just do that in the first place and stick it on that Blu-ray and have the two versions together? Oh, I forgot, just like Hollywood splitting all their fucking movies into 2 or 3 films, when they don't need to, it's a way to get more money out of you. Well, congratulations 20th Century Fox. I haven't now got X-Men Days of Future Past. In fact, on my shelf, with all the comic book movies that I have got, from Batman the original, to fucking Captain America 2, and Guardians of the Galaxy, and Conan the Barbarian, and so forth, all the way down to Red 1 and 2, I don't have it. It's going to be a massive space on my shelf. Do you know why? Because I'm not going to buy X-Men Days of Future Past. Not until my Blu-ray player blows up. And when will that happen? Probably next to never, because I take care of my technical shit. This unnecessary need to have to update everything and fuck with everything. I don't know whether it's just me that it pisses off, that I can't be the only one. Do you really think I'm going to run out and waste £200 or $200 or you guys in America or wherever else in the rest of the world? Do you think we should have to run out and spend more fucking money just to watch a fucking film? Just so you can, oh well, we're protecting piracy, we want people to really buy your film, and what we're going to do is, fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. If I'm willing to put fucking money down to buy a fucking Blu-ray, I want to play the fucking thing. It doesn't matter if it's 5 years old or 50. I've still got my VCR and I watch my old wrestling tapes and films that I can't find on DVD. Motherfucker, I never had a problem with fucking VCRs, I've never had a fucking problem with my DVD player, and I'm never gonna fucking forgive you for pissing me about with my Blu-ray player. Motherfuckers. Update the firmware, fuck you. I apologise, ladies and gentlemen, but that's how I feel at the moment. It's really, really pissed me off, and it's really put a bad taste in my mouth for 20th Century Fox. I've watched them for 30 years. I've watched loads of films from the Die Hard series and The Simpsons, just Christ, Alien and Predator, the Apes movies, Fox, you got, apparently this isn't the only one. Apparently the Wolverine that came out in 2013 had the same problem. It worked fine on that Blu-ray player I've got. Someone in Amazon said, oh well, maybe it's your Blu-ray player playing up. I said, well, how can I play Guardians of the fucking Galaxy on it? Guardians came out, like, what is it, the week after? This is bullshit. Apparently another 20th Century Fox film that had the issue was Predator. I don't have that problem on this one, so why have I suddenly got the fucking issue with Days of Future Past? 20th Century Fox, you seriously pissed me off here, and as far as I'm concerned, I will never purchase another 20th Century Fox product from you again. It's very fucking likely I'll watch a film, so, that I don't have. I won't be going to the cinema to watch anything of yours again. As a consumer, you've really pissed me off. I've even sent you an email and you haven't replied to me. That's how fucking annoying this is. I sent you that 3 days ago. So, there we go. Has anybody else had this problem with a 20th Century Fox product? Or a Blu-ray? Was it Predator? Was it the Wolverine? Was it anything else? Just check out the check it all out on the bottom. Let us know. There's the comment section there. Don't hold back. Provide your links to your reply videos if you have to. Don't let them get away with this. You shouldn't have to go out and buy a brand new Blu-ray player just to watch one film. It's ridiculous. But that's enough of my rants. Again, apologies for the tone and the language for a change. We will get back to some more fun stuff over the next couple of weeks, because we're coming up to Christmas and so forth. So let's just say, you can't always get what you want. We'll listen to the Philosopher Jagger on that one. Anyway, that's it for now. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, to steal the lines from Review Tech USA, thank you for supporting the channel. Thanks very much, guys. Have a good night. Bye.